Is it working? I think we're live. Right. So, we're back. Good morning. Today I think we're going back to do some more modeling. Yesterday we tried to import our model, or our whole scene, I should say, and it didn't really work out very well. However, I did finally figure out what was causing the issue later that day. Turns out that Unity does not like it when there is no material applied to an object. And yeah, none of this had a material, which somehow, I don't know why, but somehow meant that the FBX file exported with two separate materials that somehow it generated. I don't know how it generated two materials and why, but it did. It generated one normal material like the one we're seeing here, and it generated one that was pretty much the exact same, except it was set to be transparent. And so some objects got the transparent material applied somehow. I don't know why, but it's fixed now. So yeah, that's the thing to watch out for. It really looked like there was some kind of normal issue going on, and it just wasn't that at all. Which, I mean, it's a thing I checked like multiple times, and even with this table, like, it's basically just a couple of cubes, and I checked the faces, I checked the normals, I checked the backface culling was on and stuff like that. I checked everything and it wasn't normals, but yeah, of course it wasn't normals. So yeah, that's now fixed. Not much help from Google. Like anything I tried basically said, yes, this is normals. You need to flip normals. You need to recalculate normals. It wasn't that, of course. But one thing that did help, and I'm just gonna tell you all this because who knows, maybe someone comes across this problem as well, and it's just another thing to watch out for. So if you know, that's always good. I tried exporting as a OBJ file, which then proceeded to just work. So that made me think that there was something in the FBX format that fucked up. And yeah, from there on it was just like, okay, what kind of stuff does the FBX file contain that an OBJ file doesn't? And one of the things was the material. Yes, an OBJ file comes with an extra file for a material, but apparently that's like somehow separated from the actual file, and somehow that means that it's working or something, I don't know. Either way, it's fixed now, and we can get back to modeling some more stuff, I think. Now, I'm not 100% sure what exactly I want to be modeling right now. One thing I could do is just work on some of these clutter objects. At the same time, I could also just look at reworking like doors and the walls, maybe even the chairs here. But I think it's probably best if I start working on this list some more, because at least then I have all the items that I think I need there, and I can start working on replacing those models with better models. Actually, before I begin with that, I did some more experimenting with importing into Unity as well. I figured out that while my method for getting the things, the prefabs going, like just importing the whole thing, then unpacking it and assigning duplicates of an object like these chairs to a prefab. That works as long as there aren't any variations in scale and stuff like that of that prefab, because when I drag into the project space so that it makes a prefab of one of these objects, for example these candles. These are all different sizes, or maybe not all of them, but most of them. Like if I put this one in a prefab and then drag each and every one of these over top of that prefab to make them also part of the same prefab, that means that every time I do that, the scale of whatever I'm dragging over it gets applied to the prefab. So now after I've applied this as a prefab and then drag this one over to also be on the same prefab, now this one will have the same scale as this one and it will look the same, which is not ideal. For some objects it doesn't really matter, like the torches, the sconces I should say, it doesn't really matter. For the mugs, it doesn't really matter. For the bottles, it doesn't really matter. Anything else though, I think it might make a difference. The books, for example, have different sizes. The plates have different sizes. The barrels do also have different sizes. And yeah, the pots here as well, they all have different sizes, which is a little bit of a shame and a little bit of a problem. But it doesn't have to necessarily be the end-all problem right now, because I could well, basically it means that I need to rework some of the scene, but luckily not all of it, so that's kinda but it'll finally work out in the end, probably. That does mean though that I want to make sure that I finish the whole scene here before I import it, because if I don't, then I might in the end get more objects that aren't necessarily working correctly and stuff like that, and I don't want to deal with that, basically. Then again, it might also be worth it to just not make duplicates of any of these next items and just duplicate them and place them in Unity, so that I have that control over there and don't have to do double work here. But yeah, that's the basic gist of it right now. As for what I'm gonna do now, I think I'm just gonna start with working on this stuff, and let's see. Most of this is gonna be food or food related items, so I mostly all but this and maybe this one, so I imagine that's also, since it's like a plant in the kitchen area, I'm gonna say that it's probably parsley or something like that, and it's probably meant to be used with food, right? It's probably a ingredient of sorts. Anyway, that means that I want to maybe make a new, because I could put them in here, but I kind of don't want to. I'm going to make a new group and call that food items, I guess. A new collection, I should say, not a group. I mean, it's the same thing, but anyway, next up, let's see. I am going to be creating some 4, 6 groups. 6. There we go. Gonna name them. Wait, am I missing something? Oh yeah, oops. There we go. Let me just do that. Yes. Oh. All right. So I don't know why I want to do this, but that makes sense or something. Right. Just start with the easy one, I guess. I will quickly do this because I think the cheese is mostly just this, and maybe there's something here. At the same time, I think these two look more like they would be some sort of cake or pie or something. I don't know. It could even be pizza slices, but I don't think that's quite appropriate. I'm not sure. Do I want to make another item? Nah. I'm gonna say it's just cheese, because cheese fits with all of these things very well anyway. And it's more of a simple dish, and I think that is more fitting, I think, for this kind of scene. I'm just gonna start with a cylinder again, and I'm gonna put that there now. A bit more here. Tab. Oh yeah, you can see I turned on normals as well. Let's see. I think that's here. We don't need those anymore. Scale it down a little bit. About here-ish. Wait. Is that? Yeah, I think that's still part of the thing. Now, let's not make a super high cheese. That makes no sense. Let's do something like this. I think that's maybe still a little too high, actually. Something more like that. Good size. I think. I'm gonna just bevel this. Probably to about this point. Maybe a little bit less. And I think that's way better. Right. That's looking a bit like a cheese. You know what? Why do I keep forgetting that? I don't eat this many edges. Let's just go. Now, I probably could get away with using this many edges, but considering that I'm not using this many edges on most other things, probably a good idea that I don't do it on this either. Right. Now, I am going to quickly it's smooth. Because now it looks like a cheese. One thing I do want to do. Actually, do I? Yeah. I should have just done that from the beginning, but oh well. There we go. Okay, just do that. Yes, Shift Z. Oh crap. Shift D. S. Shift C. There we go. That will. Wait. Does it? Wait, what? Oh, I used Shift D, not Oops. Should have used something else. Right, like that. Why did I only select? Just select both? Yes, thank you. E to extrude. S L Shift Z and oh crap. Make it tiny for now, and then M by distance. I'm gonna make sure that they. Wait, is that right? That's not right. Okay, never mind. We'll just do this then, and M at center. Do the same for this one. No, that one. M at center. There we go. Problem was if I did that thing with just the both of them selected, it would have collapsed these both sides into one point, which is not what I want. I think, at least. I think that's what it would do. Alright, so now honestly I think about this much is our chunk that we want. What I'm going to do is this plus that. I think that's all of it, yes. And I'm going to press B, I think, yes, for selection. Now that is separated from this one, and we can do go fill that, fill that, fill that, and fill that, and now we have this, What I want to do here though is I'll just move this, pull that up a little bit to 50 normally. Yeah, that looks good to me. Anyway, now this one is pretty much the same process here. We just select these two, F, 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 F. There we go, and select others a little bit more, like 50. There you go. Now you should have something that looks a little bit like a cheese. And we can move this out a little bit to like here. Okay. Now it looks cheese. One thing I might do, actually, yeah, I think what I'm going to do is this. Oops. I'm just going to delete this and make the slice a little smaller, as if the thing, as if there has already been a slice took out of this, and besides it also kind of looks a little better, or a little more like the original drawing here. That's pretty close to what it actually is. And yeah, that will be our cheese wheel, and a cheese slice. Is that a slice? Is that a cheese point, or is that what? Wedge. I think that's a wedge, right? I think that's what it's called. Okay, so now we unhide everything and we wait. Did that just automatically pretty much align perfectly? Not quite, but close. Need to be up there. Right. Now we have our cheese. Now this is still looking very clean, and that will eventually change because I'm gonna texture it and stuff. For now this is looking clean and it's fine, honestly. We are also going to have like multiple objects on here as well, so it should all be fine in the end. Yeah. Either way, what's up next is going to be okay, do I want to... I don't think this is gonna have different sizes or anything, so I think I can just duplicate this onto plates and it'll be fine. Actually, I'm gonna say Alt D to duplicate and rotate this to around there. Right, and there's also one here. We don't have actually got any plate there, which is interesting, but yeah. Alt D. Put that around there. Rotate it a tiny bit. That. And that. Selected, right? Yes, I think so. Oh, these are actually pretty close to the line now. There we go. Is that one also? Oops. There's that one. A little bit inwards now. So let's see if we just put it there. Now we'll see how much that would have actually. Maybe I want to bump it up a little bit more because of that thing, but other than that, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Right. I think that is gonna be the cheese done. Because honestly, I don't think it's anywhere else. Let's see if it is. Those are empty. This is empty. Yeah, it's just there. Right. Yep. Right. So cheese is done. And there we go. That wasn't very difficult, luckily. Next up, do I want to do chicken, which is going to be a little bit difficult, but probably not much of a difficulty after all. But or do I want to do like bacon, sausages, steak? One of those. I think I'm gonna leave the chicken for now and do quantity over quality at the moment. Tab. Because the more I do now, the better, because then I'm just done with this faster. Well, technically not, but you know, I could do the chicken now, and that would be probably the last thing I do today. Or I can do bacon and sausages now, and maybe even fit in the steak, because they're all fairly simple, and that would leave me with a lot less to do next time, and I would maybe finish it all. On the other hand, if I just do the chicken now, I have bacon, sausages, steak, parsley plant, and cutlery to do next time, and I'm not going to do all of that in one go, I think. That's my logic. Anyway, let's get started with this. Select that one. Add a mesh cube, probably. Yeah, a cube seems appropriate. We're gonna use tab, scale it down in like tiny amounts, and move this to somewhere I can sort of model it easily. I'm thinking somewhere like here, that's probably a good idea. Either way, that's X to longer, Y to little thinner, and I already scaled this a little bit, but let's just make sure that's very not you. Let's just make sure that's not very thick. Wait. Is that really? Did I scale in the negatives again? See, this is bad normals, but it's easily fixable by just doing this. And anyway, I'm just gonna Control R, just, well, maybe not that much. I think this would be fine. And we're gonna scale it in the y-axis. The y-axis a little bit, just a little bit. And y-axis again, just, oh, maybe we don't totally make it any thinner, but maybe just a little bit. Right. Now, what we do is we just move some things around a little bit, and we will eventually get the whole thing to look pretty decent. Oh crap. There we go. That looks sort of vaguely alright. Rotate this a little bit, rotate this a little bit. So, rotate this a little bit like so, maybe. And we'll have a pretty decent looking thing here. Now, what I want to do I maybe want to scale some things here. Just one, this one, let me just turn these normals off again because I don't need that. go. Just have these. We'll bevel them a little bit. It needs something, and I'm not quite sure what, but I think a little bit of a bevel like this might be good. Now 8. A little bit overboard with this, and arg. Can I overlap? Is that a thing? Look. Yeah, that works. Okay. That's fine then. One thing I do need to check is whether or not this one vertex now. No, they're not. Okay. Good thing I checked, because that weren't the case, we'd be fucked. Merge by distance and remove 10 vertices. That's good. Now I should be able to just move each and every one of these without any weirdness going on. There we go. Right. Somehow that makes it look more like bacon to me. Now I do want to rotate this around a little bit. Put it there. And I am going to quickly just adjust this a little bit to more accurately fit with the actual model or drawing that's being used here. Would be around there-ish. Like that maybe. That. Does that still look like bacon is the question. I mean, these could very well just be something different entirely as well. Like, these could be ribs. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm gonna say do something like that to make sure it still looks a little bit like what it's supposed to be. And I may want to just curve this side up a little bit. By curve I mean just moving things up a little in a way that makes it look a little bit like it's curved. But maybe we do that the other way around, where we curve the outsides up a little bit instead. I think that makes more sense as well. See what that does. Um, Right. Oops. Just that instead of all of them. And right. So I think that's gonna have to be that for the thing, at least for the what's it called? Maybe not all. What this is A little bit. Go. We have some randomization in there as well. And yeah. There we go. I think that looks good for bacon. Like they're not all the same, they're not all equal in any way, shape, or form. That's good, I think. I might adjust this one a little bit, so it's a little bit more. A little bit more, a little more, that way, yeah, I like that. Right, that's gonna be our thing, the bacon. Now, thing I do wonder about is whether or not this is more accurate to being bacon rather than whatever else we have here. I just noticed this might be a fish, actually, now looking at it. Could just be a fish. Anyway, I guess I should just merge these all into one. There it is. And call it bacon. Oh, but my caps is on. Whoops. There you go. It also seems like we're missing a plate here, because I'm pretty sure that there's supposed to be a plate underneath there. Yeah, I think there's supposed to be a plate there. Let me just quickly fix that. That one up a little bit. Alt B on that one. Place it there, roughly, and yeah. Now we can move this one up a little bit so that it's not flipping anywhere, and we have some more food on the table. Yeah, that's good. Now we can also just cut that out, and that's fine. And yeah, next up would be the sausages, but I do want to figure out, like, where do we see actual sausages and when do we... Because this is clearly chicken. These could be sausages and also just be bacon. I might have switched them around. I think this is too irregular to be sausages. These are far more regular. And yeah, so that is probably our sausages. This could be our steak, actually. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure what this is. Could be a soup or something. I don't know. Yeah. We're gonna say that these are sausages and this is steak. I wanna say that this is a mix of plates with either bacon on them or like maybe a little bit of both. Maybe some steak, maybe some bacon, maybe some well, honestly, like it could be, these could look a little bit like the chicken drumsticks, but they could also look like fish, which is, I don't know. Considering that this is probably a fish, I don't know. This could also be fish. It does have the same coloration you'd expect from fish, more so than meat, like most of these do. These are a bit more yellow, orange, red, rather than the pinkish red that you get from these. Yeah, orange red, pink red is the difference there, I think, and I'm not quite sure if this is supposed to be meat or if it's fish or if it's like uncooked versions of meat. Could be anything, really. For the ease of access or the ease of modeling these, I'm probably gonna say there's some drumsticks and some bacon and maybe some steak there, because I've got to model those anyway. But yeah, I think we now at least know what we're modeling and where we're placing them. Yeah, I'll go with the sausages next, and those should be very easy to make. Yeah, once those are done, I'm gonna call it a day, I think, because I've been going for a bit now, and yeah. I want to start with a cylinder, or do I just start with a torus and cut that off? Could start with a torus, actually. I don't even have to bend that, so that's good. Let's make sure we don't overdo it with the segments here. Maybe that much. think, because we're only going to be using like from here to here, roughly. Minor seconds, maybe 8, I think. Probably fine. Mission mode. Use fine. I think maybe to taking this up a tiny bit. Yeah, and next up we just let's make sure we select them all. Just delete that, delete that, and delete that. We don't need it at all. Now, next up is we want to do we fill this or do we do and yeah, no, I'm gonna do this at center, and I'm gonna actually I want to do that way. Sure. I'm gonna do something like this, I think. And hey, oh, I can't ring that. Oops. That's a problem. Why can't I ring that? That's annoying. Okay, well. Doesn't really matter that much, but yeah. Let's see. Extrude, scale. Boom. We're gonna do that. Merge, enter, and that should now be one. Move that out to about there. And we're going to bevel this just a tiny bit so that I can move this out a little bit. And we don't want this more at the moment. Now we'll do something like that and bevel again. So just get a little bit more, you know, rounded, and that down a little bit. There we go. It's more like it. Do that. Move this a bit. So it's like here-ish. Again. Like so. And just move this back a little bit. Alright, I think that will be the sausage. Or at least the main shape for it anyway. This looks like a sausage, I think, for the most part anyway. I might, however, adjust a little bit of this and just get a tiny bit smaller. I think that's fine. Now let's actually make sure that this fits on a plate, because at the moment it will not. And let's make sure that we set the origin to geometry so that we actually have something that looks like it should be good. Second, let's actually just move this up to here for now. And now, let's say that that's not quite the shape that I was expecting here. For all. Maybe not that. I'm gonna make sure that it actually looks a little more straight than it currently does. I think that's quite alright. It doesn't have to be 100% straight anyway. Now, I do want to make sure that we don't have any edges that we don't really need. Now, that. Just have it be a little bit more spread out, and I think that looks fine. I'm going to rotate them, and these are still too big, so we are going to this. Let's move them side like that a little bit. Let's move this along a little, and you know what? We might not even need these. Let's just move this like so, and I think that's fine. Oof. Alright, so now we just and we just select all, Shift D, just rotate these a little bit. I'm just going to do it like this for now, and I'm just gonna change the shape of each of them a little bit in a second. Oh, paste. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Yes, but I also wanted to rotate the axis. Wait, no, Y, 180, right? Yeah, and then just rotate it like so. So we just have one that looks the other way around. We're gonna move this one up a little bit so it's not looking too out of place. This one we're going to just make a tiny bit bigger. And also going to just rotate it a little bit, like so, instead. No, actually. Let's just make this one, just change this one up a little bit. Okay, now next up is we're just gonna just some tiny things in there and make sure that our adjustments aren't too big. And like have something that looks mostly unique, hopefully. There you go. Have something that looks unique-ish. Now, one thing I am kind of regretting is that I didn't put any like little thing on the end here, because well, without it, it kind of looks not so much like a sausage and more like something else, which isn't ideal. But I don't know how exactly I'm going to fix that. Like I could do something like this, where I duplicate this and then just select the outer ring, or just deselect that one, and just move that. Oh, without the move that a little, get it down a little. Right, something like that, and where is that? There you go. That way we actually see the outside and not this. Then again, I do kind of want to have an inside on that too, so I'm going to extrude S into as and M at center, and we're going to move this one back in a little bit. Right. And now I just want to select a few of these. Maybe like that. Yeah. And I'm just gonna a little bit. That should give us a little bit more of a look, so to speak. Right. Yeah, that worked for me. Anyway, there we go. Now we get a nice little thing there. Though at the same time, I kind of want to make sure that this isn't just a point. Instead, it moves inward a little bit, just a little bit, so we actually have some connection there. Yeah. Right? Oh, crap. Right. And now we just duplicate it a little bit. Duplicate, rotate it around a little bit, which maybe. Duplicate, rotate, a little bit like that. Duplicate, rotate. Right. Now if I rotate it like this, rotate that like that. Rotate that like so. Oops. Did that a little bit like so, maybe. And I think the rest is fine. Maybe rotate this one a little bit more downward. And we definitely gotta figure out that part because that's not quite right. There we go. And we move that one down. There we go. Now we have something that looks a little more like actual sausages. It's a tiny little change, but it does somehow work better that way. Now I think technically I should also add the same thing on the other side. Not sure if I'm going to do that though. I might just copy these and just okay. How can we just do that on individual origins? Yes, here. Like so, ish. Just put that there. Just put that there. Just put that one there. Rotate it one a little bit there. Select, rotate this here-ish. It does make it look a little better, doesn't it? To have it on both sides. I think that does make a difference. Now, I do need to align them. The actual thing. Oh. One section point right, and this one actually needs to move up a little bit. There we go. And yep, that's sausages. No doubt about that. Right. Next up, let's see how we can integrate that in the scenes. We're also missing a plate here, apparently. Wireframe, Alt-C to make sure that we're on the actual right thing there. Actually, make sure that we have our origin to geometry there, and move that up to about there-ish, I think. And I don't want to it, but let's make sure that we don't accidentally move other things as well. Wait, why am I still... Oh. Okay. Somehow doing something weird here. Like, that's all? Oh. Oh, wait. Why is that a thing? Okay. That was weird. Anyway, I think, actually, let's make sure that we actually hold the, not do that one, and we still shift C to make this one a little bit bigger, and about there, and forward. Now we have a good looking plate of sausages. Good. That's good. Now we had sausages as well on this plate, so let's just duplicate some over to there. The rotate around there-ish. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's about right. Well, it looks more like this, but let's make sure that's actually on the plate. Go. I think that is that. And honestly, am I gonna keep them that falling? I believe I could get rid of some polygons in these loops. Hello, what are we doing here? Like, I don't believe we need all of these. And again, I don't think we'll be left with much after that, so let's see if we do that. Yeah, I think we'd just be left with 4 edges, which is that's not gonna be enough, so we're just gonna keep it like this. And yeah, I think that we're just going to remove this from our list and call it a day, because we've done a lot of little things now, which is nice. We have our cheese, we have our bacon, we have our sausages. That's all pretty nice, and yeah, that's good. I'm gonna save it here. And I'm gonna call it a day. Oh shit. Sorry, Ivax. I think you've already left. I did not notice. Like the one day I I don't actually have my phone open to watch for comments is the day I get a comment, of course. For now, though, let's see if I can. Does that work? I hope it does. To ask, so do you know any site where I could learn working in Blender? First of all, I would suggest going on YouTube and finding Grant Abbott. He's really good. I'm gonna just leave a, well, maybe not a link. Can I leave a link in chat? Let me have a look. YouTube. Because this guy, Grant Abbott, he does really, really nice tutorials, and well, he explains everything in very nice detail, at least for the beginner stuff. He doesn't go, he doesn't waste your time, so everything he does is very concise but very in-depth. So that's really great. And yeah, honestly, I go ahead and figure out his YouTube and see if you can follow his beginner course on Blender. He has a playlist on his page. I'm gonna look him up and put a link to his channel in the chat because he is really useful. I hope that YouTube notifies you of tags in a live stream, but I don't think it will. If not, I hope you see this. But yeah, this guy, definitely go watch his stuff. It is super useful. Other than that, honestly, try to set some goals. Try to make like some simple objects and just start, really. If you don't know how to do some things, see if you can Google it, see if there is possibility out there that it exists. But first of all, honestly, just watch Grant's beginner course, because it will essentially get you through all the basic functionality of Blender, and once you know the basic functionality, you can essentially do what I'm doing just fine. It's just a matter of knowing when to apply which tool, and that is just something you have to practice. So yeah, apart from watch that that beginner tutorial series from him, it's really just practice and more practice. I would really recommend doing something like what I'm doing right now, because you really get like a lot of experience in making not so detailed stuff, but just stuff, you know? And especially with this scene, you really get like a lot of different kind of things that just make you use all kinds of tools. So yeah, that's really useful. Do with that what you will. Sorry I didn't get to your comment earlier, but yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now and see you in the next one, I hope.